Coalition, which challenged the President, His Excellency Mr. Edgar Lungu, to substantiate his claims that the international media houses, meaning Bloomberg, African Confidential, and the Reuters, are responsible for the depreciation of the kwacha as a result of their biased and negative reporting on the economy of Zambia. He went on to tell the nation, actually, that they are doing it in partnership with Zambians who are actually paying them to tarnish the image of this country internationally and destroy the economy of this country. We believe these are very serious allegations which must not merely be talked about. We challenge him to substantiate, to give the Zambian people evidence, not just to talk about it, because he's the head of state. He has a responsibility and duty to protect this nation, and would have expected him by now to have arrested the Zambians who are bribing these media houses. Failure to do that will take it that the president was misleading the nation and using these international media houses as scapegoats or as an excuse for the economic failure of this country. It is not a small issue, it is a big issue. State House cannot peddle gossip, what we may call gossip, because we are convinced really that this is a grave issue. And if he has not arrested them, then he should not talk about it. If he is not arresting them and yet he's talking about it, then it raises the seriousness with which he is handling the affairs of the nation. I think furthermore, we would also want him, the president himself, to be addressing the nation, because when he gives it, he leaves it only to Amos Chanda. His statements shall not be taken seriously by the Zambian people. Right now, I think the general feeling in this country that this country has no father. I think we feel like orphans. No one knows what is happening. Why? It's because the president himself has not been addressing the nation through media conferences, press briefings. He rarely does that, no matter how serious an issue is in this nation. We are challenging him from now on to be holding monthly press conferences, explaining what is happening and not just leaving everything to Mr. Amos Chanda. I think we feel really that he should be grateful that out of the 17 million Zambians, he's been given the honor and privilege to lead this country as president. I think it's unacceptable that he should shy away from facing the people. But when during elections, he's there in campaigns. But when serious issues are facing this country, he keeps quiet. And if at all he wants to react, then he will leave it to Amos Chanda. I think we will not settle for that. Times are changing, and they are changing very quickly. And now going back on the issue of allegations against the media houses. These media houses might sue the government of the Republic of Zambia in the international media, because the media practitioners world over have been harassed by falsehoods, by calling them names, by accusations which cannot be substantiated. Others have even lost their lives. So as a result, as a coalition, we wouldn't want to allow our country to be among those nations on earth who are busy victimizing the media houses or using journalists as scapegoats. Zambians must be wary of the consequences if Reuters, African Confidential, and Bloomberg sued this country in the High Court of London or any other international court, and the Zambian government fails to substantiate their claims. We would have to compensate these media houses. And now, the money to compensate these people will not come from the pocket of Mr. Edgar Lungu, the president of the Republic of Zambia. It will come from the treasury. And we don't have to again remind people that already we have got a loan burden which is choking the treasury, which has plunged this country into poverty, and actually which should be one of the main reasons why even the kwacha can't hold, because we have to pay dollars every time to service the external debts. So this will be another unnecessary debt, because you end up paying Reuters, Bloomberg, and African Confidential. So the sooner State House retracts its statement and apologizes to Bloomberg, African Confidential, and Reuters, the better. And I think that will now be a lesson. We will not sit down anymore and watch State House being mismanaged or wrong information coming from there.